I'm from South Korea, so I'm a complete foreigner. I'm not Korean British or British Korean British. I'm just Korean Korean. I'm the newbie here in London, and the piece I will play is the Church on Fire, Gentrification, which talks about church and community and lots of things. But I won't say much because once it's spit it out, it's all yours. Yeah. The church was established in 1974 following the statement of Methodist Church by the grace of God and the love of Jesus Christ. Amen. Well, nobody talks about church anymore, especially us MZ and Gen Zs who are slightly undereducated or overconfident and overpressured, of course. And it's just simply not cool to talk about church anymore. Listening to people talking, it seems like everyone hates church. Money, politics, exclusion, inclusion, and love and hate and trauma is made and spent there, which leaves very little room for God to dwell in. Well, speaking of money. Well, unfortunately, churches are located in the middle of something, right? Do you know what I mean, right? Middle of something. It's the landmark of the area. And that I really don't like. And it's not only me, it's people with money. People with money who believe in Nietzsche rather than God thinks it's such a waste of space. We all know who Nietzsche is, right? Yeah? Yeah? The German philosopher, yeah? We know. But the numbers are quite simple. They never lie, yeah? You always choose the big number, bigger the better. That's how the society is built, that's how the city is built, that's how the humans are built. Of course, it's not all about like how many people will possibly benefit from the number, and usually it's very few people who benefit from the number, but who cares if the number's big? So that's the logic and nature here. Old houses are replaced with fancy apartments, or the low buildings are replaced by skyscrapers and offices that we don't really know what they are doing is filling up the empty spaces. And that church, you see, is going to be renovated skyscraper with high-functioning offices. Still, we don't know what they are doing, but eventually turn into stock scammers' business homes and a fancy apartment for very few posh families selected with prostitutes and pimps living next door. It's very typical, right? How exciting? Money! Yeah. I do worry about slight disagreement and beef with the community, because there we go, like, God damn you, you filthy motherless cunt. And you know, like, how could you do that to us? And I really do want to explain how could I do this. It wasn't easy. And I'm not talking about finance or admin or anything like that. It's really easy. I mean, look at me. It's really easy. I'm good with numbers. But I grew up here. Like, literally grew up here. I grew up just right there. Church was not just a Sunday thing that my mom forced me to go and we listened to the sermon and sing some few tunes about Jesus Christ and come back. No, I went there every day. We had about 10 services in a week. So basically, every people in the town coming into church every day, not only did they believe in Jesus Christ, but it was their home, our home. My friends and I had like so much things to do. We had to plan a day to finish the games that we used to play every day. Football, hide and seek, and those games that you saw on Squid Games. Did you see Squid Game? You did? No. It's okay. But we do play those games in real life without killing each other. Yeah. So we had so much things to do. We had to plan a day. And as we grew up, we sneaked out for a cigarette. First alcohol, first party. I know it's not quite right, but you know, puberty. Hormones kick in, right? Hormones kick in. And we started dating each other. Some idiots did, not me, not everyone, but dickheads. As we grew up, we became a family. Another family that God gave me as a gift. And we were always together, we got each other's back, and I ate there, we laughed and cried there, and I loved there, so I lived there. And that we call community. That we call community. A group of people who share life, joy, passion, pain, and grief.
You can say that I'm just can't enough to run away from the community that doesn't exist anymore and start making profits. Yeah, you can say that. But my excuse is that this is the wilderness that we're living in right now, not a green forest. I'm sorry, but forest of numbers. And I am expecting some rotten eggs and everything. Forest of numbers. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, we're not living in a green forest, but forest of numbers. And I don't want to say that gentrification fucked everything, because you know, it could have been worse. Believe me. When houses were replaced, people were replaced. Privacy replaced neighbors, and alcohol, nicotine, caffeine. Addiction replaced our lives. Phone and technology replaced our friends. Well, the houses are empty because it was never a home, but an investment. Schools are for everyone, but education is selective. We all know that, right? It's not me. And will I be the only one remembering that place and what happened there? Everything. Because I'm just deny my memory, because it's easy, believing what people believe, because that makes money, shutting my mouth, because nobody wants to hear from me. And I can't recall the time with love, joy, church, or life, peace, and people with my life. I can't recall the time, because it seems like nobody does. I'm no special. That is why the church is in the middle of the society, alright, yeah. Thank you.